Welcome, sippers, to another episode of Sipping Inspiration brought to you by Book Attender. Book Attender offers a variety of different services. We offer adult beverages that's ready to sip. You can check out the menu on our Book Attender Instagram page, and I'm also going to display it right here for you so you can see it. But in order to order, go on our Book Attender Instagram page, or you can email me directly at bookattender@gmail.com. We have a variety of different cocktails that we have ready to sip. We ship them from our door to yours. If you're having to go into the park with a group of friends, or you're just having some friends over for a couple of drinks, you don't have to worry about going to the grocery store, to the liquor store. Just call us, and we'll deliver them right to you. Also, we offer, for your safety, we offer Book Attender face masks. These face masks are equipped with a drinking straw hole. Just raise it up, pop your straw in, and you're good to go and you stay safe. All right, so today our guest for Sipping Inspiration is one of the hot new rap artists based right out of here in Harlem. We're in Harlem, New York. His name is Tommy Vandetta. Welcome. Pretty good. Before we get started with the show, because everybody knows Sipping Inspiration, so we're going to be sipping an adult beverage. He looks very young. So, can you tell the people how old you are? So, he is of legal drinking age, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into this cocktail. So, what is your drink today? What's your choice?
It's lemonade.
Talk a little louder. So
it's the strawberry lemonade. Right?
So we're going to go ahead and get started. So what inspired this cocktail?
I love lemonade. I love lemonade. Lemonade is always great. Casamigos, everybody loves Casamigos.
Casamigos is a newer tequila, and I said before that I thought that the Casamigos was like a lower end tequila, but when I went to the liquor store to purchase it, I found out totally different, that it's not a low end tequila at all. So this is my first time ever trying this. Cheers to Sipping Inspiration.
Sipping Inspiration
With Tommy Vandetta. It's smooth, but you could taste the tequila.
Yeah.
And you all probably saw, I didn't really pour a lot, but you definitely tasted it.
Yeah.
So what inspired this cocktail?
So I would say when I turned about 21. I would say when I turned about 21, I used to really like Patron,
Okay.
And I had the Casamigos about 23, 24, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the one too. This is the one right here. So I had to mix it with the lemonade like I do with the Patron, but
It doesn't have like that. Like Patron has like a strong aftertaste or a strong taste.
Yeah.
And this doesn't have it. It's
not at all.
A little smoother.
Yeah. It's like what it gets you right.
So tell us, sippers, about what type of music do you do?
I would say my music is it's a mixture of things. Always inspirational in a way, explaining who I am as a person, as a thinker and everything. I really like to make my music about. It's not even gonna say conscious, but it's like I'm consciously acknowledging the things I'm putting in my music. So it's really in depth thought. I would say music. I would say that's also fun for listeners to be able to have fun.
So you're speaking from your personal experiences to your lyrics?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also have times, I'll speak from other perspectives, but that's usually very clear on depending on the situation at hand, but yes.
And so who is one of the hottest rap artists right now that inspired you, that you look up to?
I would say definitely Drake. He plays the number one artist that
inspired,
and that's helped create a new era of music.
Okay.
And I would definitely say J. Cole was like the first person that really I would just dissect his music in a different type of way because it reminded me of like Nas, you know.
Yeah,
So
he's very like what's the correct term? Not even the correct term, but he's more like he make you think.
yeah, like so like it's a lot of different things, you know. And then Kendrick was definitely one of those, you know, like they're like the top three, you know, of this era that created this whole era of music right now, you know. And then it's many other artists like Lil Wayne, obviously, that just he is the era we all in. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, because we ain't gonna talk about Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
But who would be your top three like old school rap artists?
Definitely gonna be Jay-Z, Nas, and I would say Tupac.
Okay, so you picked Tupac over Biggie.
Yeah, but and
Tupac's
I'm from
the
yeah, but I
wait, no, West Coast.
Yeah.
West Coast. We're on the East Coast.
Yeah, he's from both, you know. He came from Baltimore, it was New York, you know, he did Juice era. It's like
Juice.
yeah, it's like, but I definitely would say just Tupac just because he had a lot of time where he just gave me like really inspirational thought when I heard songs, you know, I'm like wow. But Biggie, I would say Biggie just in a different way because he's just a lyrical monster. That's just he's his own beast in his own way, you know. So like, but I would personally pick Tupac. Yeah,
That's definitely interesting. So, what are some of the performances? I know I see you on Instagram. You do a lot of shows. So, how's that been like with the pandemic? Like,
well, during this pandemic that's passed, I kind of just wasn't doing any shows. So it was a lot of times I just had to take creativity, me and my team, you know, from Osaji. He's one of the he's one of my friends and also like one of my partners that he works. He has his own group, Faded 23rd. They do their own things, you know, like and like we're all like a collective, you know, of just artists, you know, under like the nation type of thing, you know. That's what we go as like the nation, you know, and we just
we said nation. That's just what you call.
Yeah, like
not,
yeah, it's
not
like
the nation of Islam. I'm just asking. I need clarification. The sippers want
that's
to know.
a fact. Nah, we're not talking about the nation of Islam.
Okay.
But not
But
no,
you
but they
just
have
call it.
23rd Industries. That's their label and everything.
Okay.
So yeah, and my man he does photography. He goes by 39th Enterprise. So like that's one of my other friends. He be working. Then the Robin Curse. That's one of the beastiest producers in New York City right now. He's very much a monster. Johnny Rodriguez, another monster. Director, like insane, you know. So it's just a lot of people that keep my collective, you know, in a circle. That would just, I would say, keep everything.
Have you heard of Mano Tracks? He's a really good producer too. He does a lot of different beats. I'll tag you and I'll send you his Instagram. He's been around for a while too. Creator came on Cash Michael. Well, he talked about Mano on the show. That's what I thought. But
Oh, Cash Michael's the guy from the last show. Okay, yes.
Yeah, and his cousin Mano Tracks.
Okay.
So I'm surprised you never seen him on Instagram. And he's real popular in that field.
Well, I'm not always the best with names. I probably see like faces and like, you know, like the music that people make. You know, sometimes I'm not the best with the names all the time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So did you do during the pandemic? That's what I was asking you before. Did you do any virtual shows? Because that became really popular during the pandemic when we couldn't really go out and be amongst the people. We really still can't. They're trying to slowly open it up. But did you do any virtual shows? Because that would be a good idea for you all to maybe do you and your nation, the people that's part of your nation.
Yeah.
You all come together and do a virtual show for your audience, your fan base.
I was actually thinking about setting up an event later on this summer
Okay.
where we all could just display our
Your-
talents.
my-
Oh yeah, no, yeah, my
Your
fault.
signature cocktail.
Yeah. You're gonna do it. That's why. But
Yeah, I want like a lunch.
yeah, no, set up an event for us to be able to really display our creativity in just all different ways. Where we want to really have an experience for people to have, and less of just a show that they're looking at. Or like these guys are performing on stage, we want to really give them an experience. So that's going to be a nice plan to be setting up for. I would say maybe August, maybe like the end or something.
Yeah,
something
when
really nice.
things are more close to opening up. At least by then you'll
Yeah.
see how it's going.
Exactly.
What is one of the most personal songs that you wrote?
Really thinking about it, it would probably have to be that I've released.
No, that you just wrote. You have it. Like you could release it if you want, or you just wrote it and just still sit.
Oh, I would say it's definitely a song about growing up that I have. It's really an in-depth song. It's about all of the things I've felt growing up. Where I feel like the system kind of took the opportunity for me to like really grow up with my dad in my whole life. In those kind of situations, and then I had like other influences from like my uncles and everybody who just helped raise me in their own way. But outside of that, it's really like my mom, my grandmother was around. So like I explained a lot of those kind of things within my song. Actually, the freestyle, you can actually check it out on my Instagram. I've actually like put out the freestyle.
What's the name of it?
It's I didn't put any name to it.
You did?
No, it's like
okay, so I'll find it. I'll find it. And I'll make sure you all see
I could tell you the description of the
I'm
name
gonna
right
post
now.
it I'm gonna post it at the end of our.
Okay.
So I just post it right
Yeah,
at the end, so
with the link right
they
there.
can just follow the whole video and keep it going. So is this your full time? Like, this what you do?
Like,
Artist?
yeah, for my full time, I basically like create graphics, make music, edit videos, create videos. So like, it's just a lot of hands-on creativity of different things I've been just working on. That just keep me on a specific path and go. So like, this is like a full-time thing for me. I wake up and I'm just like doing it.
Okay. So when you wake up, and do you like get just randomly just walking down the street, you just get like a whole song in your head? Have you ever done that? You get to hurry up and go write it down?
Yeah, definitely. Plenty of times, like you just like walking down the street, and like I'm usually walking down the street, and I might be just playing a beat, and just like, all right, I gotta get this verse done. And I'm just like thinking about how the flow's gonna go, laying down the whole like map out for like how this verse is gonna be, how the song's gonna be, the hook and everything, and then get home, I'm like, all right, just lay it down, and just keep it going. It's like consistent, probably like 20 songs within a week. Just right there, you just keep going, like, all right, for me, because I'm also working on graphics too, so it's like I am making out graphics and 3D art and all that kind of stuff. Like it's fun for me, so I just keep it going.
What is one of the like weirdest or funniest places a song ever came to you in? Or time?
One of the funniest places, I would say, I've definitely seen like like a weird situation on the train, like where like the Fiends on 125th Street type of thing. You just like,
New
oh
York, you
yeah,
see
now you just
everything.
like thinking of a verse like, oh yeah, you just start like, oh yeah, this is New York, and now you got a whole like New York line in your head right now, like, oh yeah, the streets is looking like this, and you just start spitting out a whole verse for me. So like, that's really a lot of the times that inspires me too, because like you see what's in front of you, like, wow, this is what I'm dealing with every single day.
Yeah.
This is something
New
different.
York is definitely like you'll see a little of everything. So that's a good thing. So do you have like a bulk of unreleased music? Because you said stuff that you really.
Yeah. Yes, very much. Plenty of songs. It's for me it's less of just I think just dropping a bunch of songs, which I probably should drop more songs, but like I feel like I want to drop a right collective for the right time. So I'm like I need to line these up to like really have a whole, energy to it, less of just dropping a song. I also want to like drop a whole vibe for people, and just keep people going with that. But I got a lot of tracks coming soon. I'll tell you that right now.
What do you think? What do you think about like soundtracks? Remember when they used to do soundtracks to like I'm not really telling my age, but I was a baby when it came out. The Waiting to Excel soundtrack, you probably wouldn't even be born when that came out. But it's like the whole soundtrack. You buy it and you can listen to the whole thing. There's other soundtracks I know of, but I can't really think of right now.
Like selling the soundtrack to a movie.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing something like that?
I definitely have with getting syncs for movies, basically like sync deals. Get your song synced onto a movie, so like they'll pay you to have your song on this movie. So they either pay you up front or they'll you also pay you residual money that makes paid off for the actual film.
Okay.
So like I've definitely been interested in getting more in tune with that, and
that's
yeah.
Good. So I think that when you're a creator and you're doing like a certain thing, like for you, you're a rap artist.
Yes.
And do you know all sides of the business? Like, you know how to put on a concert, manage your money. Do you know how to do everything that you need to do?
I've been.
If you have to do it.
Yes, definitely.
Because you did just say you was going to do an event in August.
Yeah. Running events, because I ran events before, and made sure like running ticket sales and all those kind of things, copywriting and music is definitely a big part of every single, step, all of the tracks you drop, unless like you don't own a track, you just copyright your lyrics, but other than that, the beat is just.
But can the person beat that you're using, can they possibly sue you if you?
Possibly, but if it says free for use as long as it's not being any money being made off of it. Because they have beats like that, and you just use it and you post it on, let's say, SoundCloud where you won't make any money off of monetizing off of it, then it's really like, will they sue you? And it's like, it's also one of those things where it's like, if this producer isn't a big producer, and let's say you make them a great song, why would I even sue you? If you might just want to make more money with me, let's just make money together, like in that kind of way. Because it's like, if this person makes this song a hit, and now I have a hit, I'm not going to sue the person that just made me a hit. Let's just work together. Yeah, so we kind of made each other to another level, So it's almost like bartering in a way with music.
Okay. So what would you're still, would you consider yourself a new artist?
Definitely.
Okay, so what would you tell an artist that a little young kid that's inspired to be a rapper and they don't know how to go about doing it? What would you tell them?
I would definitely tell them stay on your grind for me. If you really want to make your music mean something, you have to think with meaning, so you can't just write down whatever what you heard somebody else say. You have to think with your own mind and how you can relate in your own way the things that you either deal with or the things that you see. So it's just a way of just moving like that, maneuvering like that.
So that would be what you would advise a younger person that's growing up that's inspired to be an artist.
Yes.
That they need to focus on themselves. Focus on their creative thought. Don't imitate nobody else pretty much.
Yeah, and if you get inspiration from another artist, that's always great. Great way to just go into your own direction. Of course, that's just how music really is, and that's just art in just general. Artist sees another artist and they like, oh, that looks beautiful. I want to imitate that in my own way, and not in a way of stealing, but in a way of just natural inspiration of just the world you see around you.
I know what I was going to say now. The industry has changed. I mean, it has evolved from
that will help a whole lot, you know. But you have to also acknowledge there's other people out there that's just doing things in real life on a day to day that's crazier than what Instagram can even see, you know.
Yeah.
It's people that's living lives like that. But if you have a great following on Instagram, that just shows like it's almost like a acknowledgement to what you are doing, you know, because it's probably like a million more people that actually listen to maybe an artist than they actually have on Instagram, because you might not even follow an artist on Instagram but listen to their music, you know. Like people that might listen to Beyonce might not actually have followed her on Instagram, but they love listening to her music, you know. Like my mom doesn't have Instagram, but she loves Beyonce all the time, you know. So it's like that's more followers that you actually have in real life, you know. So it's like one of those things that like it shows, but at the same time it can't really fully show, but it can show like, you know, that nice following. So but you can turn what Instagram has into a whole nother world for yourself at the same time. So it's one of those things where it balances out, I feel like.
Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to get your input because I was talking to someone. I forgot the conversation. Oh, we was talking about the video one, Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Snapchat? Yeah, Snapchat. And we was talking about a situation how someone that they know was making a lot of money off of. Well, they was about to start making because they had like a certain amount of followers, but they had to get like about 2 million more followers in order to start getting a check from Snapchat.
Oh, from Snapchat. Wow.
And it's amazing that. Why though? I don't understand the whole process of why they're paying for, because that person
the artist.
Followers.
Well,
that's not even an artist.
That makes the most sense, because now it's like, all right, this person can bring in this many people to a platform for us. We basically should pay you because you kind of hold, in a way, stock to them.
Okay.
You're like a stock in a way, like, oh, we're actually making money off of you bringing these amount of people to this page.
That makes sense.
And you could probably also promote things too that, you know, you could promote Snapchat, like, oh, this person has Snapchat, you know, like, so we might as well pay you for being able to do that, you know, because
that makes sense.
it's viewership type of thing, you know.
Sort of like the TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think when the pandemic happened, people really start focusing on social media, and that was like if you was going to do anything via social media, that was the time to do it.
Yeah.
Everybody's stuck in a house looking for something to do, so
That's why TikTok became as
TikTok,
big
not
as it did.
Snapchat.
No, TikTok.
No, I was talking about Snapchat, but yeah.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah, that's TikTok is different.
Yeah, TikTok was been taking over the world.
But I do have one more thing. This is something that I do with all the guests.
Yes.
It's a random question. So each guest gets to take a question out the box or out the hat. And once you answer the question, you get to actually put a question inside the hat. So the next guest could possibly pull your question. I need to get like something to fix the hat because it's sort of bent up, but I mean it gets the job done. All right, so he's the first guest that didn't worry about what the question was. He just reached in and get the question.
Would you take $100 billion or end racism forever? Wow, I love this question right here. This is really interesting.
Yeah, that's a different one.
I would definitely just end racism forever.
What? Shit, we've been dealing with all this time. Give me the 100 billion. No, but why would you do that?
It's you know, I would just feel like that would. Dang, that's
That's the right thing to do.
that's just a thing I feel like would just be necessary in the world. But I wish it said and hate altogether. That would just that would change a lot of different things right there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I try to take a step. You know, a step. For me, that's a step right there. But if I could do anything, I'll probably end racism. $100 billion, you're gonna get that regardless. You feel me? I'm gonna get that regardless.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the money.
I feel him. No.
Because whoever gonna be around you, I don't care what nationality it is, trust me, they ain't gonna have no racism towards you. They're gonna just want that money.
Yeah.
But you already chose us today.
Yeah, right.
But we want to thank you for joining us. But before we go, tell the people how to reach you and how to obtain your music. That's what we need to know.
You can reach me on IG, Vendetta Music. You can watch me on YouTube, Tommy Vandetta at V9 Productions. That again is Tommy Vandetta at V9 Productions. V9 and then Productions.
And I'm going to have it located on the bottom of the screen as well. Also, what music, like, are you on any other music platforms?
Yes, I'm on you can catch them Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Pandora. Any music platform you can think of, I'll be on there. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Cheers.
Yes.
To Sipping Inspiration, Tommy Vandetta.
Yes.
Thanks, Sipper. Until next time.
Shit hypnotic, phone for my body. I'm feeling like I got it. I done gave all of you knowledge. First day away, man, trying to get my payday. Should've hit my phone all day just playing. Don't know if my A game. But I can't play games. Nope, I can't play back. I'm running the race to run me the world. I need me the world. Hearing my name, I'm making it raise, the energy surge. Running the race when I'm making this. You're not the reason for making it heard. I got the mask on the streets. You niggas jacking the heat. Nigga the nerve. I had the mask on the shit. Shit like a scratch in my itch. You see the urge. Shit really magic with me. Plus I be passing the heat. Way to the brawn. You niggas cap on the beats and the scary. I seen it before. You niggas be on. So I don't just hop in the booth and tell them my moves. I know how the game play. Put in the mad work hard work, telling my truth. So what could I say, man? I got a product ready to market. You know we ready to profit. All of us locked in. Come on all of the chains. You know we out. These niggas be out here watching us. Cause we got everything they doubted. And I don't know if those hits quickly and fast. Yeah, you know we bout it. Niggas be changing, niggas are changing. This shit is making me anxious. We gotta give them the pain and make it look painless. Who gonna stop it? Look at the odds, even them dollars. We could be up in the profit, niggas sequential. We see the problem, we got it up and divided. Other than that, I'm working on the day, I'm truly committed. Out with every girl I used to fuck with, only apprentice. Make them feel away, not down to J, but nigga be bossing. Opening me the bread, not laying in bed, that shit get exhausting. I be really for my peers living out our years and making them gorgeous. I be for the aim to make it flawless. Anything in the way, so get cautious, shit really awesome. We jumping bucket every time that they hear it, they nauseous. Ice cream for your main street, got a pantry for your portions. That shit ain't this. I don't know what that is, but that shit ain't this. Yeah. This shit hypnotic, phone for my body. I'm feeling like I got it. I done gave all of you knowledge. Hey. As a minor growing up without my pops was not to live. To my confidence, my mama told my nonsense not to get me in trouble as I watch all of the blocks. The doctor kids get watch us listen, but they ended in the box like Papa did, like 1999. For the set of years when I would find my dad put in the jam and say if they all died, I wish he wouldn't have. But this is life. When they took a legend with that on his record, telling life for a misdemeanor. Guess the judge was seeing endless time. Honestly, it started off a week before my mama got a call while she was living on Miami shore, telling her that I just got caught up in the arms of law. But it is not like all the time before. See, this time is more. Newest of her children in the city with his father, so she really couldn't sit around. Still feeling bothered by the politics. On the call, she dropped within the posture of the weariest. Not the time to worry while her daughter's laying on her chest, telling her grandma needs us home. From that day alone, remember growing up at home alone. Days away while I stayed into the place where I would roll. Mama seeing different men, but many men will take your soul. Not a day I wouldn't pray. Hope to stay them and now as I cry for my father that the system deprived over time. As the healthcare welfare would affect how my poverty reflects, but it is no time to stress. Growing up a baby in these Harlem ways and in these streets on 2/5, I was straight into a different days of NSAs. 106 and Park where they would catch the awesome free and AJ. Hope that maybe they stay on my way to larger than this life. I was only young, I barely spat a rap from 2003. It was usually me forming maps, painting pictures, once I cracked the lines, thoughts and reading words. On the day my baby bro was birthed, I felt a different urge to be someone. Hit Miami Beach was my brightest time, and in the eyes of God, I knew he see me as a brighter guy. Came back to the city, New York City, in a year. I entered back into all of the systems that would bring me here. I learned to rhyme, started making heat. I say that one more time. I learned to rhyme the heat that I was making in my overtime. And philosophically, I would search for deeper aspects. I would feel the need to know to me. They hear from all the bastardize and pack their minds. Now I know the truth. I how to play my part and build the Noah's Ark before they drown us in the ocean. Lost, keen to all, demonizing tools and use the demon sword. Erratic thematic made to masterminds inside. I analyze this and realize this. No time for lying on this. I keep it going forever, you know how we go.